wrapping up. We're actually wrapping up here. And Kevin Williams, who is another big part of Bob and Marianne in the morning, especially with me on Fridays, we do from 5:30 to 7. Kev?
Can't believe I didn't get my time this morning. Oh, and you didn't bring me coffee.
You know what? I did not. I completely
walk
forgot.
across the street to get
I
coffee.
thought about that when I got here. I said I didn't bring Kevin his Friday morning coffee.
I knew
You
I
know
was
why?
out.
Because he left the house.
I know.
And I totally got thrown off.
I know.
Well,
I'm
we'll
sorry.
take the rest of a few minutes discussing this.
There's really nothing to discuss.
No?
I know what you're talking about now.
I mean, you're right. It was we spent a lot of Fridays together.
Yes, we did.
We laughed a heck of a lot, and we pushed the window a little bit at times.
Yes, we did.
We made Lauren even laugh sometimes.
Yes.
She enjoyed it, and I'll miss that.
I'll miss that too. I
But-
really will.
But I feel this link to you because I will probably see you most mornings.
Oh yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
it's this stiff over here
that you're not going to see. You've been
that I'm not going to see.
Yeah.
Did you like my part about slurping his coffee loudly?
Please, I go through this all the
I
time.
know.
At
Well,
home.
you and I
It
had
drives
talked
me
about
nuts.
that.
Even
He
I
is-
like that.
I won't eat with him. That's why I don't go out to dinner with him because he's loud. But when we started Bob and Marianne in the morning back in the cornfields of Hal, we didn't have computers. We didn't have cell phones.
Nope.
We had a fax machine. And Kevin was in Bayville. We were in Howell. And you faxed us something. Bob said something like, "How's it going?" And what did you fax? Something
Don't
about...
worry, it'll get better.
No, that wasn't the first one.
No, I think the first one was more critical, right?
Much more critical.
like it might be the worst thing I've
Yeah.
ever
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah.
And then Bob
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
"Don't."
Worry.
You said, "Don't worry, it'll get better." And then about a week later, you said, "Okay, it's better."
The joke is, what a shame we didn't save the facts.
I know.
Yeah, listen.
But listen,
Or some of the shows in the
Didn't say
beginning.
Oh.
anything. Didn't say that. My whole career was thrown out in the garbage.
Oh, I know.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
But I want you to, Kevin, since you're here and Brad's here, this is going to evoke a lot of memories with you.
Okay.
This is a letter from our listener friend Iris. I'm sure you know who
Sure
Iris
do.
is. All right. And I'm going to read it, and I'm actually going to try and get through it without any kind of tears, which might be impossible. But the art of letter writing is not dead. Iris goes way back to day one. Dear Marianne and Bob, Bob Hope said it for me. Thanks for the memories. So here are some random memories of the last 18 years, not necessarily in total chronological order. Cornfields of Hal, original 13 listener friends. Yes, dear, weather and lottery numbers was the plan for Marianne's role at first. Bob had anxiety about her doing commercials in the beginning, especially after she said she hates leather seats and something about a doctor who worked at a butcher shop. The many engineers for the show. I especially liked Mays, the one who played songs to match the conversations going, and also Brad. An addiction or an affliction. Memorable listener friends, some sadly deceased. Dell going to the track, Sonny from Pine Beach, John from Lavalette, Mike, Harry, Judy, Jack from Jackson, Hot Tub Joycey, Hilda, Audrey, Terry from Brick, Katie from Jackson, now my friend through all the events, Iris's friend. Bob from Tinton Falls with a mower in the background, especially when calling in jokes on Friday. He also passed away. First time I met Marianne was at a WOBM table Founders Day on Washington Street, wearing a blue denim dress. Then I went to the mall one Sunday close to Christmas when they were doing Terra Mark and met them both as they were leaving. After I mentioned how I sometimes called, helped them with things they couldn't think of, mentioned some of them, Bob asked, "Are you a teacher?" Parentheses, it wasn't then, but later one after my husband's death. Looking for people who had episodes of NYPD Blue. They were missing. Bob and Marianne singing a Christmas song about Santa together. Who's got a big red cherry nose? Bob's stories. Stanley Abel, Old Time Lakewood. And not to mention hotels and horses. His Navy stories briefly. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me gather myself. Story time with Bob. I loved it. Bob's running with famous people. Jimmy Durante, Bob's daughter Karen. Marianne Cesar, pronounced Czar. Marianne's Cesar. No, Marianne Czar. Whatever it was. Doesn't matter. Helpful hints. Best fruit. Toss the egg if it floats to the top. Guessing games for prizes. Leave them laughing Friday. picking people's lottery numbers, and saw she gave winning numbers but never knew who. Marianne losing her voice mid-sentence. Marianne's stories about Bob's orange Speedo. The last chocolate chip cookie event. Bob washing white clothes with red items. Nanny Rose, Tutu Nanny, the puppies, and of course Norman. Marianne's crushes on Engelbert Humperdinck and meeting him, and Drew Carey. Gia's onion in the refrigerator. Song of the day. Remember the song of the day? Good Time Oldies. The many great prizes I've run from those and other things. Shrimp Box several times, one of my favorites. Terrific oldies show in the great auditorium in Ocean Grove, and even front row seats for Mom and Mia. Also fashion show, where Marianne called fashion shows, and she also modeled. Bob and Marianne's Senior Expo, first at the former Ritaco Center, then the mall. Last one's at the Clarion with live broadcast and breakfast for the audience. The track trips, bingos. Went on to most of them, issues trying to win free cruise with them. Bingos trying to win the free cruise. Who wants to be 100 Air? Texting Marianne that I found her design perfume in Walmart for her. Answer was for me to stay there and guard it, which I did. I told her to stay in Walmart and don't leave. I said, just wait till I get there. All right. They're allowing me airtime to promote things we needed for arms, and their listeners coming to the Armory several times with donations because of Marianne's urging. Most recently, the painting party lunch at Bailey Rehab. Count your blessings and not your troubles. And if you see someone with that smile, give them one of yours. Now, really, don't go away. Preferred company. Now, really, don't go away. Preferred company is coming up next. Listener friends has become an understatement. Your listeners adored you too. You became like family. You truly cared about all the people. By sending you these memories is just my way of saying a most sincere thanks for being a part of my life in the last 18 years. The joy of friendship you brought with Love, Iris. P.S. I do have the Good Time Oldies mug with the caricature of you two on it. And that's the way we're ending Bob and Marianne of the Word.
Okay. That was amazing. Just amazing. Married a lot more than I did. I've smiled at so many of those things. All right.
Remember me going out hitting golf balls in the cornfield of house?
This show is history. Now look, Mary isn't, I'm not, because I'll be back Sunday morning, and next Sunday morning after that, with Bob Levy's Topic A on the, at the AM and FM. So I'll be there for those of you who might, stay with me or for the first time you can join
And
me.
it's not the end.
You're
It's just,
not leaving.
this is bittersweet.
Yeah. Semi-retirement.
Semi-retirement for me also.
That's-
I'll be
talk
coming in
about
at
both of
8.
us. Yeah.
Starting January 5th with Joel Markell, who has been a blessing to me and also a very dear friend. And I think we knew each other in another life. We're soulmates. So Joel and I will be starting. And it's going to be good. It's going to be, I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
Stop it. Not making fun of me. January 5th, starting at 8. And then starting January 4th, Jeremy Grunin with Wake Up with Jeremy. And we're still going to be here. We're still Ocean County. People know how to get in touch with me. You have my numbers, you have my email address, you have the website. I'm still here for everybody. I will never, ever leave any of you. And I'll end with adopt, don't shop. How's that? And I'll never leave my dogs and the shelters and anyone who needs any kind of help. So it's been our pleasure to be with our listener friends for the past almost 19 years. And thank you very much. You want to say anything?
No.
No.
I've said it all. I said all I had to say.
I cleared my desk.
For now.
And I'll be able to sleep. That's a good thing, right? I can sleep past 4 a.m.
Yes.
I have to condition the puppies to go to bed later now because now we'll have somewhat of a nightlife. Not that we're going out, but
Going clubbing?
I can stay up till past 8 o'clock, and it'll be a good thing. It'll be a good thing. But I want to thank all the companies that we were with, too. We had Nassau, we had Millennium, now we have Town Square, and I've been just very fortunate. This was not my calling in life. Well, maybe it was. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
You know, this came out of the blue.
What else was it?
I was a
I
very
still
good
think-
hostess in a very good
I was
Chinese
going to say,
restaurant.
I still think you were the best Chinese restaurant hostess
Thank
there
you.
ever was.
And I was the first American hostess in this area, and that's why the restaurant got. That's it. So we thank you again. We love you all. Please have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. We'll see you next year. And I'll say it one last time. Remember to count your blessings and not your troubles. If you see someone without a smile, give them one of yours. And have a wonderful day. I'll see you next year.